Like, share, subscribe if you like this podcast, folks. Donation links are on the side. You can even buy me a cup of coffee. If you get something out of this podcast, it's greatly appreciated. Again, like, share, subscribe. I have links on the side. Okay, let's get to the news right now. Today's news comes from naturalnews.com. That's naturalnews.com. And today's headlines dated Wednesday, March 17th, 2021. By the way, happy St. Patrick's Day for those people that enjoy and celebrate St. Patty's Day. Happy St. Patty's Day. And I just want to say, here's the headlines of the news here from naturalnews.com. New coronavirus cases in Florida down 75% since January despite high prevalence of more contagious UK variant. Okay, let's get into it. The number of new coronavirus cases in Florida continue to drop despite high prevalence in the state of the B.1.1.7 variant, also known as the UK variant. At least 105 new cases and deaths out of the 5,214 new cases were reported in Florida on Friday, March 12th. Over the past week, there had been an average of 4,523 cases per day, a decrease of 24% from the average of 2 weeks earlier. Florida leads the nation in 690 confirmed cases of the B.1.1.7 variant, but the state's 75% decline in total new cases since early January provides a glimmer of hope that the new variant will not trigger another surge. The good news from Florida is encouraging for a sign for the rest of us. It doesn't mean America is out of the woods yet, but it does suggest we could emerge sooner than we thought, wrote Andrew Romo for the Yahoo News. The numbers don't lie, folks, and here we go. Experts were surprised by the development of the UK. The UK officials warned of the B.1.1.7 or B.1.17 variant that it is in more ways contagious than prior strands. I think we just have to keep watching the data, and if cases continue to drop in Florida despite circulating variants, maybe the variant won't be as bad as what once predicted, said Suzanne Judd. She's an epidemiologist at the University of Alabama, Birmingham School of Public Health. Okay, I just want to interject something real fast here, folks. Here's what's going on. In Florida, obviously we're known as the Sunshine State, okay? We're known as the Sunshine State. And what is sunshine? Sunshine is vitamin D. We have very, very high strains, or should I say high doses, i.e. the sun down here in the state of Florida, because it's sunny. A majority of the year, Florida's sunny. Let's just face it, folks. That's why we moved to the sun. That's why I came from up north down here to get the hell out of the snow and move to the Sunshine State. That's a fact of life. We have high doses of sunshine. Right now, it's little past the middle of March. It's March 17th. The sun is out. It's almost 80 degrees. It'll drop off to the 70s, but then the following week back to the 80s. It's sunny. We might get a couple of days of rain in there if we're lucky, but it's mostly starting to really warm up down here. The sun's out, just a few clouds in the sky. So I digress. The point is we have high doses of sunshine, and that vitamin D works extremely good if you just get off your rear end and you get out and quit hiding in your locked up apartment or locked up home or locked up basement or wherever you're hiding. Get out and enjoy the sunshine. That's just a fact of life. So if you enjoy the sunshine, sunshine's good for you, and the sunshine will pay you back many, many, many blessings, and that's how it goes. Let's get back to the article as I finish up. This is why we have to avoid speculating on variances until we have the data. The variances, they're always speculating, and the media runs with speculation rather than proven fact, folks. That's an FYI there. Okay. Earlier this week, researchers estimated that the B117, that's the variant, UK variant, had reached more than half of all new cases in Florida after accounting for only 4% of the cases a month ago. The downtrend in new cases covered the week of Super Bowl, the Super Bowl that was held in Tampa, and that was last month. That was February, as well as a celebration that followed after the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and their 43-year-old quarterback Tom Brady toppled Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs 31-9. There you go. If you didn't wear a mask to the Super Bowl, the police are now hunting you down for the press criminal charges. Well, there you go. Florida's latest coronavirus surge peaked January 8th, 84 new cases per 100,000 population. But the cases have steadily dropped at 22 per 100,000 on Thursday, March 11th. Hospitals have also declined over half the same period, the test positivity rate, which is now only 4.88%. Deaths have also declined sharply here. According to the CDC, according to the CDC data, around 18.5% of Floridians have received at least one dose of the coronavirus vaccine, while 10% are now fully vaccinated. So you have 10% out of 22 million population down here, folks. Judd hinted that the vaccine rollout arrived in time to save the day, pointing out that the data from Israel showed that even partial vaccination seems to limit the spread to the B117 or B117 UK variant. While the variant spread rapidly in the UK, there was very little data to show how it would spread in a population with some level of vaccination, she said. Dr. Eric Topol, a cardiologist researcher, called the trend in Florida a bellwether known to the B117 strain that will hit the U.S. And there's no sign of any increase in any cases. All good so far, he tweeted earlier this week. Well, there you go. New studies suggest the B117 strain is more lethal and more contagious. However, new research has emerged suggesting that the B117 strain is more lethal and more contagious, recently published by the British Medical Journal, folks. The new study found that the more infectious variant is between 30 and 100% more deadly. In the community, death from the COVID-19 is still a rare event, but the B117 variant raises the risk. Robert Challen, lead author from the study of the University of Leicester, coupled with this ability to spread rapidly, this makes the B117 threat should be taken seriously. Okay, researchers looked at the death rates among people infected with the new variants and those affected with other strains. Okay, they found that with the variant first detected in Kent, a county in England, led to 227 deaths, a sample of 54,906 patients. There were only 141 deaths among the same number closely matched patients that had other strains. Meanwhile, UK scientists of the B117 variant is about 40 to 70% more transmissible than the first wave coronavirus. The variant is highly relative to 23 mutations in its genetic code, and some of these are enabled to spread faster. Mutations of the virus have raised concerns about whether or not the vaccines would be effective against new strains. Research suggests Pfizer's jab is just as effective against the variant of coronavirus as it would be the original pandemic strain. Other studies indicate the Moderna vaccine is highly effective against the variant. Okay, so out of that, folks, basically, they really don't know. They can talk circles and a circle jerk all day long. You have to do your own research. If my life depended on it, I probably still wouldn't take the shot, no matter what. I'm not going to take the shot because it's going to, as I've said before for almost the past 8 months now, it's going to mess up your DNA, the mRNA shot. And in doing so, it alters your body's ability to fight infection. This isn't a case whereby you think just taking the shot you're going to be okay. It so happens that you're going to have to take another shot and another shot and another shot till they finally kill you off. And I've been told, and I've been reading and told, and I did a podcast on another channel, that taking this shot is going to make you more susceptible to getting other strains, and there's a good possibility you can get very, very sick. And so again, this doesn't work as a normal shot. This works as like a computer program. When they put that in there, it manufactures spike proteins. This does not create a resistance like a normal vaccine. This creates spike proteins. So my question is, why would you want a shot that's just going to create spike proteins? Why would you want a shot that's going to alter your DNA and just make you just nothing more than practically like a computer program? And somebody will say, oh, you're crazy and you don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, well, take the shot, and if you take the shot and you end up pass away, I'll say my pre-condolences right now. But all I could say is, folks, if you have a death wish, take the shot. Nothing I can do to stop you other than pray. As a Christian, I'll pray for you. But if you don't take the shot, then God bless you. You got to hang in there. These people pushing this evil on us without even proven, without even having animal testing, without even going through fair clinical trials, pushing this garbage is just nothing but pure evil and depopulation. And that's all I can say, folks. It's just pure evil and depopulation, and you just have to do the research again. Go to DuckDuckGo. If you can't do that, wherever you're at, go to Quant, QWANT, or go to Searx, SEARX.info. These are search engines. Even Swiss Cows, SwissCows.com. These are search engines that will at least try to respect your privacy and do. These are search engines where you can look up anything you want unless you're blocked in your country. If that's the case, there's a workaround. I've always had people that's like, oh, what do you do for this? What do you do for that? Well, I'm going to tell you. If you're censored in your country, whether it be, I'll just give you an example, maybe like Iran or North Korea or wherever you're at, you have to, in order to access outside information, if you're on Wi-Fi, you have to be onto a VPN. That's a virtual private network. And if you're on a virtual private network, then you can have access outside your country to actually pull the real truth. And so a lot of people, there's been a couple of people that's asked, well, how do you do this? How do you do that? What are the workarounds? One day on a podcast, I'll get into the technical aspects and workarounds, if you will. I have to be careful what I say and what I do as to how you can get around big tech and big media, the blocks and the censorship and stuff like that. I've been doing it a long time. It's not that I'm an expert. It's that I figured a lot of things out. I've watched a few YouTube videos. I have a couple friends and different things like that who's given me a little bite of information here and there and kind of put things over together for the years. So I can usually figure out most platforms a workaround how to get around the censorship. And that's what you have to do nowadays in order to get the real, true information and the truth, folks. So like, share, subscribe if you like the podcast. Thank you again for tuning in and listening. Stay safe. Be safe, you and your families, and most importantly, God bless. I'm out of here. See ya.